Hey guys, it's Ramblin Bob again. Alright, I just completed a 24-hour test. I think this is the most important test to date about this EB3000 batteries and how they cascade and how they work. I pulled a low draw anywhere between 5 watts all the way to about 500 for 24 hours, and I thought that would be a really good test. A lot of folks had questions about how the low draw on these work. We already know I pulled 1850 out of this and all the batteries synced up and used equally, but now I figure I'm brave enough to try it. I didn't want to, but I'm going to do it just for you guys. We're going to test, the proof is in the pudding. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out the solar panels. Okay, disconnect those bad boys. We're going to pull all the loads from the machine, so that's all done. Close up all these little ports to keep all the dust and whatnot out of there. Alright, so now we have a completely standby machine. I'm going to leave the AC on. I think that's important. And then what I'm going to do here is you pull these. These are hecka tough to get out of there. You take these. It's almost like a jumper cable. They're basically the communication / link cables. You put those aside. Now here's the ultimate test. I got this. This is cheap. It's not a fancy one. It's not an expensive one. But I think what this will do, this battery was at 100%, as you can see. This battery is at 50%. Now I didn't stop it. I didn't touch anything. I just let it go and see what it would do in real time for 24 hours. And then you can see that we're 76% on the battery, 0 watts being drawn, so there's no load being out. And now here's the moment of truth, guys. These battery ports, this is going to be the absolute moment of truth. So we're going to see, turn this little guy on here, and we're going to see in real time. I seen a fella on YouTube do this. Alright, so 26.3 volts in this battery. 26.3 volts fully charged according to the meter. Now this is a test for the meter. I really believe this is the most important test that I've done to date. I really like this product, so I want to learn everything I can about it. Alright, moment of truth here. Let's see if it pulled from one battery or did it pull from both equally. Let's see. 26.3. Well, look at that. 26.3 and 26.3. Check the other port. 26.3. And just for giggles, 26.3. So here's the crazy thing, guys. This is the crazy thing. I don't think these meters work for a damn, because obviously they're not linked anymore. They're separate entities now. This says it's 100% and this says it's at 50%. Now obviously that would be wrong. That's wrong. If this was at 50%, it would be down in the 25s and maybe possibly even lower, but this should be 25 and this should be higher. But being that these two items, these two batteries right here, are the exact same voltage internally, 26.3 and 26.3, that means no matter what these meters say, these batteries are discharging at the same rate. Now, for giggles here, I'm going to plug it in the main system. Okay, and we're going to see what we get here. 26.3. So you can see, without a shadow of a doubt, and even though this is not a fancy thing, this is just a little cheap Harbor Tech, Harbor Freight one, the proof is literally in the pudding. If this is 26.3 volts, this is 26.3 volts, and this is 26.3 volts, that means without a doubt, even at low current, low draw, this model, this whole system is pulling equally, like a swimming pool, from all batteries. That proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt for me. I think this was the most important test that I have done to date, and a lot of people were really wondering, you know, hey, if I'm going to buy this, you know, is it going to draw from this battery and then this one and this one? Is it going to, you know, over time make this bad? So you got to replace this one first. But proof is in the pudding, man. 26.3, 26.3, 26.3. No draw, 76%. If you look on paper, that's correct. This system absolutely works perfect. These meters, sorry Pecron, these suck. These are bad meters. I don't know if it's the shunts or how you have it hooked up, but the batteries are definitely working as a team, and that's what you want, whether it's a high current load or a low. But man, it took me 24 hours to do this for you guys, but I think it was worth every second of that time, because now we have proof in the pudding, and this is the only video on the internet that's done this so far. Unbelievable information. I think this is the most valuable video I made so far. But it confirms my theory, and I bet you it'll make a lot of people feel a lot better about, you know, paying $4,500 for a system. But now, so we get down to the brass tacks. Pecron, you got to fix these meters. These shunts, or how you have them operated, something ain't right in there. I don't know if it's the shunts itself or the way they talk or communicate, if they even do that. But obviously, when I showed that voltage of all the batteries, even though they say 100% and 50%, these suckers are going down exactly at the same voltage. That is 100% what I wanted to see. And I sure was hoping it would come up to that, because I already spent my money, and some of you guys already spent yours. So the only thing we got to get Pecron to do is, on the new versions, get rid of these damn meters. Okay, get rid of those, put some percentage meters on there, or at the very least, Pecron, sorry to pick on you, you guys got to get these shunts or these calibrations right, so people know, you know, hey, is this one too high and this one's too low? Is it doing right? You got to calm people's nerves, because yeah, you don't want to lose sales over that. The last word of warning, even though I didn't want to do this test, I really didn't. I didn't want to risk potentially breaking, you know, a battery or doing something wrong and screwing up my system. I think it was well worth it, man. I really do. So, Ramblin Bob's Reviews. The only thing I'd like to put out as a warning, if you guys are not into electricity or understand how it works, I got a extensive background in music. And so I'm okay with volts and amps and everything, but when it comes to solar stuff, I had a little bit of a learning curve, so it took me some time. But overall, the industries are similar, to where, you know, I use voltage and power and amperage to power all my sound equipment over the years. So I thought, what the hell, I'll throw it in the wind and see. And you know what? I'm absolutely ecstatic with this video. Please, guys, help me get this video out. I think it'll help a lot of people. It'll calm their nerves. Pecron, you got to do an update to this. You just have to. Get rid of these meters, put some digital meters on there, or at the very least, get these suckers to work together and talk, just so, you know, maybe one shunt's bad and one's good. Or I don't even know what to say. This was the absolute best test ever. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait. Boy, I can't wait. You guys have a fantastic day. My wife said something about please subscribe to the channel. That's what I call it, scribe. I still don't know what really that means, but I guess that's on YouTube. That's important. So please help me get this video out. Share it, the links or whatever, and so other people can see this. Man, this is huge. This is huge, guys. I'm really happy. Thanks, and have an awesome day. Safe travels. I'll see you again on the next review. Fantastic.